Hello and welcome to the Manifestation Mastery course. And in this video, we're going to talk about how to become reborn into a successful person. So let's do a little bit of review. If you're new to these videos, this will give you a review of what it is that I teach and why you have not been told the truth about manifestation, what it really takes to be able to manifest your intentions. The law of attraction, as it has been taught, is incomplete. And I got to be honest with you, the law of attraction, as it is being taught by the big law of attraction gurus, is designed to keep you in a state of semi-failure. It's not designed to get you truly into massive success. And the reason for that is, as long as you are sort of inching back and forth, if this is, success, and you're sort of bumping back and forth, you get a little success and then you go down and a little success. As long as you're in that stage of relapse, continuous relapse into your poverty, into your bad luck, it puts a ton of money into the pockets of these teachers because it keeps you addicted to the seminars, it keeps you addicted to the cruises, to the videos, to the books, and all of that. Here's the truth of the matter. Once you understand the formula, you don't have to keep going back. You can if you want, but you don't have to. There is one thing that needs to be done, which is what we do here, which is I will continuously come and help you stay programmed in the right direction. And I'm going to share with you why it is so challenging for people. Listen, let's be honest. If you are a master of manifestation, then there's no reason for you to be watching my video or anybody else's video about manifestation. There's no reason for it. Before we go any further, please do me a favor, subscribe. Hit the bell button so you can be notified whenever I've uploaded a video or when I do the live question and answers. Also, go to these links, neo.thunderwizard.com and courses.thunderwizard.com. We'll come back to those. So let's review. Review is always helpful. Remember, if you want to master anything, you've got to continuously go back and master the basics. So, you have been taught that manifestation is simply a matter of you throwing out some positive feelings, some positive intentions, that you have been told that success is a vibration, and that as long as you are vibrating through your emotions and your thoughts, as long as you are vibrating towards success on whatever it is, as long as you have happy feelings and good feelings about it, that vibration will go out and will connect to the vibration of happiness and success. And then you will be on this vibratory level and success will flow back and forth to you. This is what you've been taught. And I'm here to tell you that is incomplete at best. So let's review. Remember that you have three minds. You have a conscious mind. That is the part of you that is watching this video and listening to me now. That is your conscious mind. My name is Mike. I live here. I have, I'm wearing a black shirt. I have these on. I'm going to do this today. I just came from doing that. That's your conscious mind, which you are consciously aware of. Then you have your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is in between your conscious mind and your unconscious. We'll get to the unconscious in a moment. Your subconscious mind, it bounces back and forth between conscious and unconscious, and it has all of your details and memories that you need to have access to, but you're not thinking about all the time. Your telephone number, your address, your social security number, your girlfriend's birthday, hopefully your boyfriend's birthday. You're not thinking about this. You don't have to keep reminding yourself of it, but somebody says, what's your date of birth? Boom, it comes right into your conscious mind. It's because it's like in this file cabinet that you can get access to from your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind, from the standpoint of the ability to manifest, is a muscle. It's a lens. And you can, with your conscious mind, put some commands in there into your subconscious mind, and it will project these things out into your reality like a movie projector goes onto a screen. Now, that's what you've been told, that's all that there is to it. And so you spend all of your days sitting on the edge of your bed, thinking positive thoughts, being happy about your new home or your new car or your new boyfriend or whatever it is, and you're frustrated because for some reason it's not happening. You're still poor, you're still alone, and you're still riding a bike everywhere. But you're going to believe it. And you go, why are things not working? Your law of attraction teachers come to you and they say, you just got to be more positive. Just don't focus on the negative. And you go, okay, and you try to be positive, and then you go, holy crap, these negative thoughts are coming in, it's screwing it up. And then all of a sudden you have all these negative thoughts towards yourself because you're not positive enough. And the next thing you know, you can't get out of your head, or you go into denial. Everything is wonderful, love and light, and I'm happy, I'm positive. And nothing ever happens. Let's be honest. That's the reality of it. Please, let's be honest. The good news is that you can intend your reality. You were designed to do so. In order to do that, we have to understand the unconscious mind. So most of you, when I said subconscious, you immediately unconsciously thought of the unconscious mind, because the majority, 99.999%, unless somebody's a Jungian therapist, don't know the difference between the subconscious and the unconscious. And so they call everything the subconscious mind. They call everything the subconscious mind, and somebody says, in your subconscious this, in your subconscious that, and what they really mean is the unconscious. But people don't know what the unconscious is. The subconscious you have access to. You can make the things in your subconscious conscious immediately. What did I do yesterday? Well, I went to work, and then I ate dinner, and then I watched television, and then my friend called. It's in your subconscious mind. It's accessible to you whenever you want. Why is it that you sabotage your relationships? Whenever somebody comes along that is what you really are looking for, you sabotage it. Why is that? I don't know. That's because it's in your unconscious. It means you're not aware of it. So when your unconscious mind and your conscious mind are in alignment, meaning that the thoughts that you have in your conscious mind, I want this in my life, I want love, I am a successful person, I am healthy, blah, blah, blah. And if your unconscious mind says, yes, that is true, then you can put a command into your subconscious, in between the conscious and the unconscious, and you can magically manifest it. In order for you to be able to manifest your positive thoughts and your positive feelings, your unconscious mind must be along for the ride. If you have a thought in your head consciously that says that you are going to be this positive, happy, healthy, prosperous person, and your unconscious mind says that you are supposed to be miserable and poor and alone, guess what's going to happen? Your unconscious mind will veto anything you think in your conscious mind. That's why it seems so impossible. Okay, so this is just a little bit of a review. So here's what you've been told. What you've been told is if you focus on happy things, and if you feel positive about the good stuff, and you just stay in that happy place, then things just magically happen, and life is easy, and there's just no problems. And hey, here's the cotton candy, eat it, it tastes good, and that's what you've been taught. But I've been telling you something very different, and this is why what I share can be challenging for some people, but I can guarantee you that if you can hear what I say and if you can act on what I teach, I can guarantee you your life will improve. And not only do I know it from my own life, my students keep telling me this. The ones that follow my directions, consistently follow my directions, they are having success, and they keep telling me about it. Here is the unpleasant truth. If you are somebody who is constantly battling with poverty and unhappiness and uh, poverty, unhappiness, bad luck, low money issues, poverty. I keep saying that over and over again. If you're somebody that keeps fighting with this, it means that your unconscious mind has been programmed negatively. The bad news is that knowledge that I've just given to you, your unconscious mind is responsible for all of your negative manifestations. That knowledge doesn't help you. Just knowing that. This is why therapy can fall flat, because many therapists are under the mistaken belief that as long as we peer into the unconscious and see what's in there, then everything will work itself out. That's not the case. The only thing that will change your unconscious programming is taking consistent actions that are contrary to what you've been programmed. Now, if only it were that simple. Oh, you mean if I just take the action as though I were successful, it will all change? Yes, that is true. Unfortunately, your unconscious mind is the most powerful being in the universe. If there is such a thing as a monotheist God who sits up in the heavens and points down and says, you must do this and you must do that, and controls everything, it is your unconscious. And so if you tell your unconscious, I'm tired of being poor, I want to be rich now, your unconscious mind will go, I don't care what you say, I have my program, I must fulfill it. So we must get into the unconscious mind and reprogram it. Those of you who've been following me, this is all old news to you, but we need to be reminded of it. So for those of you who have struggled throughout your life, it means that you have been programmed negatively, and those programs are stronger than any willpower you have and stronger than any conscious thought, and bad news again, stronger than any happy feeling. Your happy feelings will not overcome your unconscious negativity. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. This is why fill in the blank with whatever guru that takes you on cruises around the world for law of attraction, who channels the being Zohar. Whoever that person is, when they tell you just focus on the positivity, why do you keep shelling out the money to go on the cruises and to buy the books? Because they want you to just stay in a state of being happy. And when you go to those seminars and you're surrounded by other people with glazed look in their eyes and the lights are dimmed and the music is playing and people are like, yeah, and somebody came up and said, I've now got it and just let's focus, and then you feel really happy and you feel good. Zohar comes up and is channeled through so-and-so who says that this and that, and you go, oh my God, it's coming from an alien, not from a human, and I feel so, and I'm magically being, and you go home. And you feel good for a couple of weeks, and maybe things start to change, and then next thing you know, you transform back into that person who's sad and alone, and right? And so what do? You can't wait for that next seminar because you had that little bit of, it was a high, it was your drug, and the people there love you, and everybody smiles, and the sad truth of the matter is that to overcome your unconscious programming, you will have to go through a death. And death is a process. Dying is a process, the process of letting go. So what are you letting go of? You must die to that unsuccessful, poor, unhappy person. You have to die to that identity. And if you think that you can just snap your fingers and have a happy feeling and it'll go away, well then my hair is off to you. I'm doing pretty good. I have learned how to intend my reality. And those of you who've heard my story, where I've been and where I'm at. but it has not been a process that has happened instantaneously, and it has not been a process that has not included a tremendous amount of dying to my old identity. So here's what I can tell you what happens. For somebody who has an unconscious mind that has been programmed not too deeply, but it's been programmed for negativity, but they have not gone through a huge amount of trauma, then they can take action contrary to that identity, and that identity will shift fairly easily. For those of you, you know who you are, who grew up in very dysfunctional homes, where you had very critical parents, where you had critical siblings, or you had other authority figures, teachers, other kids at school, churches, those of you who have been programmed very intensely and very deeply, when you begin to die to your old self and you follow my directions, and see, this is why I'm not making millions of dollars, because I tell you the truth. It's going to take some time and there will be some pain involved. I'm sorry, but that's just the case. If I wanted to be rich, I would give you the cotton candy. I'm going to tell you the truth. Here's my question to you. Do you want to be successful, or do you want to continue to just bounce up and down between success and failure? Do you want to be successful? If you want to be successful, I can guarantee you I have the answer to that if you follow my directions. My students can vouch for this, those who have followed my directions. So I see a varying degree of success. The success of those who have been mildly programmed are able to take consistent action contrary to what their old poverty identity is, and they go through some unconscious resistance. We talk about that a lot, which is you start to doubt yourself, you start to feel bad. In some cases, you get depressed. This is important to understand. If you truly are dying to your old self and you start to take action that is contrary, the opposite of what you've been told to do, you will start to see some changes and you will start to have some success. And then, to whatever degree you have been programmed negatively, your unconscious mind will resist your success. And it will come out in all kinds of ways. It'll come out in laziness, it'll come out in sleeping all day, in forgetting to do things, in having doubts, in feeling anxious, sometimes just outright depression. Maybe things in your life will start to fall apart, relationships, jobs, maybe you'll have some health issues. I'm telling you the truth, the unconscious mind can resist in all kinds of ways. If you have a small amount of programming, you will power through that very easily and you will start to continue to make success consistently. For those on the extreme end who have had major childhood issues, major childhood trauma, which includes a lot of negative programming, what will happen is you will follow my advice and you will continue to take action that is contrary to your old poverty identity. You will, no matter what feelings come up, you will put yourself out there, start the business, market yourself, whatever it is that you have to do, whatever it is that you're trying to do for yourself, and then you'll have some resistance, and then what will happen is that your unconscious mind will rise up like a titan. I call him the 20,000-pound gorilla. And then some people go into major depression. Some people go into major confusion and they pull into themselves and they stop. Now, some of these people never recover and they relapse and they never come back to it. Some people leave me and they create some kind of argument with me, and because I didn't tell them what they wanted to hear, at some level they've decided that I'm a this and I'm a that, and they tell me all kinds of horrible names and they leave and never come back. Some people retreat into themselves, and to their credit, they come back and I help them continue. So you need to understand that you must die to who you were. Now, here's the good news. The good news is that no matter how challenging it is, no matter how strongly the 20,000-pound gorilla raises up and frightens you or threatens you, no matter how bad the depression gets or whatever your unconscious resistance is, no matter how bad it is, it can't stop you. I was just watching a movie, maybe you've seen it on Netflix, not a movie, a series called Black Mirror. You know what I'm talking about? And there's one where a guy goes in and he does some test for a video game, and they put something in the back of his head and they wear a visor and all that. And then in that he goes into this house and he's going to experience a horror movie. And he's got somebody in his ear talking to him, saying to him that no matter what you see, it's not real. And he sees these ghosts come up and then this monster, and then his girlfriend comes in and stabs him in the back, and it's really frightening. And then she turns into this, this monster, and he's screaming and yelling, and she says to him, "Nothing can hurt you, nothing can hurt you." And he says, "I just got stabbed." But of course now he's up and there's no wound and there's no knife. She says, "Nothing in there can hurt you, it's just your mind." This is all this is. It feels like it's killing you. And the truth is, it is. It's killing the part of you that has been programmed for poverty. Part of you that has not been programmed for success is going to survive. It will be challenging, it will be frightening. So again, my question to you is, do you want to be successful? Because if you do, I can promise you that if you follow my directions consistently and you make use of the tools that I give you consistently, that you will overcome it and you will be successful. I am not sitting here in front of you, some person who I floated down into this life and landed into this life of luxury and happiness and beauty, and I'm just, everything has worked for me my whole life and it'll work for you too. I'm not one of those people. I'm somebody who has gone through perhaps as badly as you have. I don't know you, but I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I went through as a kid and as an adult. And if I can do it, I promise you anybody can do it if you follow certain steps. So we are going to talk in the B video. This is the A video. This is a Manifestation Mastery Course video 13A. And now we're going to go into the 13B video. And in this video, we're talking about having to die to your old poverty identity and how necessary that is. In the B video, I'm going to talk to you about how we become reborn into the new identity of prosperity. If you want that, you need to go to that video. In order to go to that video, you need to go up here, thunderwizard.com. Look for Manifestation Mastery Course. Click on that, subscribe to that, and that will give you access to all of the B videos. The second videos that have all of the solutions to the A videos. Okay? So, you must die to yourself. Death is a process. I wish I could make it go away and that you just magically snap your fingers. My experience is that you must go through a death process and die to your old identity of failure. And then you must go through the birthing process and be reborn into your new identity. If you want to be reborn into a new identity of success, then do as I said, go to thunderwizard.com, click on Manifestation Mastery Course, and watch the second half of this video. Okay, I'll see you over there.